morning, everybody. Oh, happy day. In this video, I'm going to share with you some things that you can do to help fix the disease in your mind, which will move to your methods and really harm you. No different than getting, a case of the plague and it paralyzing your arms. Let me tell you, when you've got a mind in a funk, when you've got a mind that feels like it's temporarily diseased, I said temporarily diseased, it will affect your methods. I'm going to give you some tips and some tricks to help you overcome some of this. But before we get going, JasonFinalExpense.com. I partner with some of the most amazing agents on this planet to sell things like Medicare and life insurance face-to-face and, more importantly, over the phone. If you need help, a good partner, reach out. My national agency can help you in any way that we can, so reach out if you need help. But let me tell you, so many insurance agents get infected in the mind. You would have thought they went to a third world country and licked a doorknob somewhere, okay? Insurance agents bow out from this industry instead of bursting forth with success, because this thing right here, this spongy thing between our ears, gets infected. And let me tell you, when your mind is infected, it moves its way into how you operate, or if you even operate at all. So many agents have this FOF, the fear of failure. It attacks them and it debilitates them. Well, one of the main reasons that this takes place is because maybe you joined an agency, let's just level it, okay, get it out there. You joined an agency that maybe shined you on, but your upline doesn't know how to pick the phone up, okay, ever, all right? That's not good. You're like an orphaned child you're raising yourself. As an insurance agent, mentorship matters. Doesn't mean, okay, that they're micromanaging you. Not cool. You're an independent agent, right? You're a 1099, not W-2. Good delineation for everybody to understand that, especially maybe if you work for a captive agency that demands you show up at certain times. Not legal, all right? Check it. Good stuff. So when you, as an insurance agent, are in this place where you've got the infection, okay, spreading through your mind, you have to encapsulate it quickly. You're going to encapsulate it quickly by not being an orphaned independent agent. You need to make a phone call quickly. Make a phone call quickly to your mentor, a good manager, a good upline that can help you right away, all right? They're not a mind reader, but you need to go immediately to someone that is better than you right away and get your mind right, gain some perspective, which will allow you to push through your problem. It probably wasn't a problem at all. Maybe your mind was just thinking that it was an issue that it was not. Everybody has these temporary funks that find their way into your mind, and if you talk through your problems with someone that has been there before, your problems won't seem like they're an 800-pound Godzilla up in the room. They're gonna seem like a tiny little gerbil, most likely, when you really figure it out. Maybe it's your first time you've ever had a client die. Maybe it's your first time you've ever had an underwriting decision that maybe wasn't favorable. Maybe you had a client where they lapsed their policy and it scares you because the possibility of a chargeback happens. So instead of handling the problem, we just do this. I don't want to look. I don't want to look. That's not going to help you. So when you have these temporary infections that disease your mind, you need to move quickly so that the disease doesn't spread to your mouth and your motives and your mode of operation. You cannot let what's going on here affect you negatively. You need to let these thoughts push you to your mentor, push you to work harder and work through your problems. Don't focus on your feelings. Right now, if you got a disease going in your mind, let me share with you, 99% of your problems all stem from your feelings. You need to push through your feelings and find a way to actually work through your problems. Get up, set your alarm clock up earlier, have some coffee, do some push-ups, write down your goals in the morning, write down your goals at night. Find a time to reach out to a mentor, to your upline that should know how to pick up your phone call, not schedule a phone call, okay? You got to have somebody that's truly there for you. If you feel like you're an orphan, you feel like, okay, you're an orphan without a good parent, okay? There's, my goodness, kids in the United States that might as well be raised on their own, okay, with no parents, and they have parents. So I'm talking about you got to have good mentorship. You've got to have good instruction. You've got to have good guidance if you really want to make the do-re-mi. If you want to get through these feelings of uncertainty that are very temporary, you've got to have acute and precise direction. You've got to ingest the right pill, not the wrong pill. And let me tell you, us as an insurance force, oh my goodness, if you're with a good insurance agency, it's phenomenal. It's so much fun because you've got a group of like-minded people that knows where they're going. You've got to find your purpose. What is your purpose today when you woke up? If you wrote down your goals in the morning, you would know this, all right? Find your purpose. Take that pill, swallow it. Take one of these in the morning. Let's go, okay? Get on that phone, whether you're in telesales or face-to-face. I've got some amazing agents that partner with me that are beasts in the face-to-face market. They used high-end scripts to set the appointments and then get out into the homes and sit down with these sweet people, bring out, okay, what they want the agent to do for them, servant-based, and then they deliver the solution according to what they've been directed to, similar to a doctor. So when you focus on the right modes, the right methods, all right, the right opportunity that you're bringing to the table for your consumer, doesn't matter if it's face-to-face, doesn't matter if it's telespace, but you need to be highly skilled, you need to be skilled up, you need to be honed up. If you've done this for a long time, you still have to stay sharp. Some of the knives up in your drawers, okay, of skill, sometimes have a little corrosion on them, maybe because you haven't used those knives in a long time. You got to sharpen them, hone them, polish them, getting them ready to go. If you're deprived of acute and precise training, you will have a polluted mind, which will then create a polluted mouth, polluted methods. You have to be sharp. Be sharp at all times. You're only going one direction in this industry. You're going the direction of forward or you're going the direction of backwards. Don't allow gravity to strike you. When you have the temporary, and I said temporary, feelings of the disease, the funk, the fear of failure, the great unknown, you need to take not only the P pill, the purpose pill, and ingest it hard. Now you gotta get the F, and you gotta find a way. You've gotta move forward, forward, forward. Don't put that car to neutral and do nothing because you're attacking the hill. Let me tell you, if you're going forward and then you quit doing everything you knew you should have done, I promise you, you're not stopping. You're going backwards quick. You got to find a way to move forward with momentum and push the little skinny thing and go, go, go. Insurance agents don't have a park. You don't have a park, but you do have a really bad set of neutral that'll throw you backwards off the mountain. You're trying to get to the top. You're trying to get to success. Success is not found. The views of beauty are not found at the bottom of the mountain, but there's a whole lot of people there willing to have a party with you at the water cooler. Get away from people that are feeling their emotions all the time. Not that you don't feel your emotions and then leave them there and go work. Okay, but so many people, let me tell you, feel like, let's lick our wounds together. Everybody at the bottom of the mountain, all right, when they first start their career, or maybe an agent that's been around a long time that just wants to tell you how horrible things are because he sits at the bottom of the mountain hanging out with you at your agency, maybe at the water cooler talk. Oh, it was so tough for me on the phones today setting appointments. Was it tough for you too? Oh, yeah, it was. Let's hold hands and go to lunch together and talk about how miserable my day was. Let me tell you, don't do that. Don't do that, all right? You need to level up, not drive yourself further down. And let me tell you, birds of a feather love flying together. You better find some new birds if that's your set of buddies, because a lot of people love chatting around that water cooler on a Monday morning at the office talking about how tough it is today. All they're trying to do is give their feelings an excuse to not move. You're feeding the infection in your mind. Leave yourself, okay? Get away. Leave yourself that disease. Leave that old self at the water cooler. Walk away. Leave yourself. Leave that old self about you and create a new self. No longer will you allow diseases in your mind. Everybody wants to lick the wounds. Great. You can like that. I'm going to go into my office and shut my door if you're in an agency with lots of doors. Y'all know what I'm talking about. If you're in a cubicle, go put your head in that cubicle and don't look out. Be like a horse with blinders on. Okay, fine. You can make excuses. You can talk about everything. Don't be mean. Don't be unprofessional. That's not the purpose of this. But let me tell you, you need to push forward like a horse with blinders. Leave the water cooler talk away. Don't even go near the water cooler. Bring your own water. You're going to get rid of the infection in your mind, and then guess what's going to happen? Your movement will be free because you're not harnessed by the emotional and psychological weight that is putting upon you, and sometimes you don't even realize the depths of weight that is causing you in your ability to have free movement. You're being chained down. You're creating bondage that didn't have to listen. Never, never, and I repeat, never take advice from people that are more jacked up, messed up, crazy pants than you are. Okay, don't take advice from those people. When you have these temporary feelings, get a good mentor, get somebody that can help retrain your mind so that you can have better methods, move your mouth better, whether you're setting appointments face-to-face or doing telesales by phone. Completely different modes of operation, but both are highly effective. Telesales, I believe, is a better platform, but face-to-face agents can crush it too. Your job just looks different, and you're bound by geography as a face-to-face insurance agent. Nothing wrong with that. Just embrace it. Pick your pleasure. Go for it. You like cars, I like motorcycles. They're great vehicles. Go get it done, all right? Doesn't matter if you choose to focus more on Medicare within my agency or your own agency, or focus more on life insurance, but you need to pick one, and then you need to push. So eliminate water cooler talk. Have good people around you that you ingest. Ingest good food, have a healthier body. You cannot get yourself into a place where you're like, oh, I feel lousy all the time. Okay? Maybe it's because of what you're putting in your mind. If you feel like you've got a diseased mind, what are you ingesting? Are you ingesting the negative Nelly, the emotional content of feelings? No, you're going to find a way to work through your problems. If you have the courage, yes, courage, the C pill, if you have the courage to push through your problems, you're going to find yourself more profitable. And you know what's going to happen? If you just sit at the water cooler and lick the dang no bus, okay, and let it run over you, and oh man, it's such a tough day. Yeah, you have a tough day too. Let's hold hands and go to lunch and talk about it. Okay, come on, people. Quit doing that. Focus on the movement of success. Focus on high action, high action, high action. Focus on your leads, and when you make a sale, all those no's are going to evaporate. And you know what? All those little friends that you got on the water cooler, okay, that are hanging out talking sports and talking about everything but work, they're doing avoidance behavior. You, okay, can't even talk this morning, but you as a successful insurance agent will now be someone they probably don't want to talk to a whole lot, because you're going to be like, you know what? I don't have time for it, guys. I got to get on the phone. I don't got time for it, gals. I appreciate you. We can talk after I'm done working. Love to hang out and have lunch with you. Okay, we can water cooler it all day long, but I got to get my week booked first, or I've got to get my 8 to 5 handled and handle my business, because my business is my business. I'm going to do that first, and then let's hang out, because you've scheduled it. You're going to find that the people that have these feelings that they want to suck you into, the diseased mindset, you know what? They won't want to hang out with you as much, because they don't want to level up to where you are and where you are going. Find your purpose. Have good plans put in force. move forward, have good people around you. And when you have these temporary feelings, temporary, do not let them go permanent and throw you into terminal velocity as an insurance agent. When you feel the infection come on you, take care of the problem quickly, quickly, quickly. And if you are in the right race, you know you love insurance, you love doing what you do, but maybe you're in the wrong agency, you're on the wrong horse, the right race though, you know what you should be doing, but you don't have anybody around you. Do not lose heart, do not lose hope. It's not over with. All it is a little repositioning, and now you're on the right path, because you need support in insurance. You do need mentorship in insurance. Once you've done this for 10 plus years or a couple years and you really know what you're doing, you know what? Even then you need good mentorship. Fact of life, everybody, you still need good mentors in your life to help you gain a higher perspective. You need people that are at a higher altitude than you so that they can look down and help you get to where they are and avoid the cold pockets, just like flying a plane, okay? And by the way, I don't fly a plane, but I've been in many a little cheap Cessna, okay? And let me tell you, if you are flying and the pilot never told you about something called a cold pocket, anybody here, if you know what a cold pocket is, put it in the description. I know what a cold pocket is, or not description, comments, all right? But if you're flying and you hit a cold pocket, you know what happens? Anybody? In the comments? Nope, don't see them yet. The plane drops. Wham! It drops. It could fall 20 feet out of the sky and just drop straight down and hit. The wings flex. If you don't know that's going to happen, you're going to feel like you're going to die. But you know what? You're not. In insurance, you're going to have these times where I'm flying pretty. And then guess what? The cold pocket where you drop, that gut check in you. Maybe it's your lead vendor had some issues that week. Maybe you got a single chargeback. Maybe you transposed the numbers on the checking account. Maybe a daughter or son, okay, T-boned the sale. These things will happen in your career. These little cold pockets will happen. Winners make a way, and you're going to do it. If you know the cold pocket's coming, and I warned you about it, and we were flying together, it wouldn't be me as the pilot, it'd be my buddies as the pilot, but let me tell you, if they got you and they told you, hey, we may hit some turbulence, no big deal, just keep your seatbelt on, all right, be in for the ride, let's go, you're not going to need your parachute today, all right, and you're like, okay, it's going to be bumpy, then you don't get scared because you know it's coming. This is why acute and precise training, mentorship, and programming into an agent to help them through telemastery seminars, through high-end skill set transfer, face-to-face, okay, training big time so that you know what's going to happen. You know how to handle the front door. You know how to knock accordingly. You know how to handle the questions that will take place over the phone as well as face-to-face if you're a face-to-face insurance agent. When you know that drop is going to come, your gut doesn't have that, okay? You don't lose your breath. You know what happens? You move forward. You have beast mode levels of purpose because you're not afraid. When you're not afraid and you know that that bump in the road isn't going to bounce you out of the car, isn't going to have that cold pocket effect, like if you're flying in a dang little Cessna and that takes place, you won't lose certainty. I'm not saying it's not going to make you go, oops, okay, but it's temporary and it goes away, and then you can look at the beautiful views. Focus on where you're going, not what took place. Focus on overcoming the obstacle through high action, high work set, high mentorship, and you will put yourself into a position that you can make it. You can make it, but you're going to make it by moving. You're going to make it by moving. Just like when you crash your bicycle as a little kid. Sorry, today abounds in crappy analogies. But when you biffed it, you crashed when you were a kiddo trying to ride a bicycle, it didn't kill you, did it? No, it didn't. And you know what your father probably said? Your mother probably didn't say this, but when you biffed it or you fell down playing ball, they told you, jump up and down. Come on, run around in circles. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Run up, jump up and down, jump up and down. You know what they were doing? They were taking your mind off of the little boo-boo that wasn't going to kill you. They were helping you get your mind into the right position. They weren't helping you, okay, to feel worse about yourself. They weren't allowing you to focus on the little boo-boo that just needs a Band-Aid, okay, that needs a loving parent to go, hey, it's okay, let's kiss it better, let's put a Band-Aid on it. Don't us as insurance agents, in some cases, myself included, feel like you need a little Band-Aid. It doesn't mean it's maybe necessary. It's probably going to clot on its own anyway, right? Probably not necessary or needed, but it makes us feel better. And it allows us to refocus, rewire ourselves so that we can not have the temporary short-circuited feeling where we feel like we're not getting stuff done. The connection, the power isn't there. It's very close. You need a mentor that says, it's okay, let me help you. Now we have it. Go, go, go. Do, and do. When you feel like you're infected in your mind, you need to move quickly. Find your mentor. Find a good buddy in the industry that's done this longer and stronger than you. You will be a more successful agent, a more productive agent, a more powerful force for good. But you've got to find them first. And let me tell you, there's a lot of people that'll shine you on and not pick up the phone. A lot of people out there in the industry that will shine you on, hand you a contract and say, hope you make it, see you later. You got a key around your neck, and if you need food, go find Top Ramen. It's not good training. It's got not good, okay, skill set transfer. You don't truly have a mentor. You've got a key around your neck with a string, okay? You thought you'd have a parent there when you came home, and they're not. You thought you had a mentor, and you were left lost. When you feel like that, you need to make sure you find, first off, a good mentor in the industry. You find someone that's willing to invest in you, and you should reach out to them when you have these temporary feelings. It will help you immediately fix yourself quickly. It may take you a 10-minute conversation. You may be on the phone with them for an hour. Some of the most amazing agents on this planet just need perspective. When you get good perspective, it's going to take you to that next plane. It's going to take you to that next, okay, set of mountaintops that you can summit. You will have more chances of victory. You will see what no one else has the guts to see because they're not willing to do the work that you're willing to do. They don't have the desire to reach out and ask for help. You must ask, okay? You must reach out. So you do have to do something. But when you've got a good mentor in their life, when you feel like you got knocked down, they're going to reach their hand down and pull you up. They're going to pull you up because they want you to be where they are. I'm very blessed to do insurance and to do telesales as well. My goodness, over 2 decades. And I had some amazing people in my career, especially early on. I had a single man, oh my word, phenomenal man. He's since passed on. Guess what? I've had short periods of time early in my career where I feel like I was starting to get defeated. I feel like, oh man, this is tough, right? And if I didn't have him reach down, I reached out to him and says, man, what's going on? This is crazy. He gave me perspective, didn't push me down. He lifted me up, and I'm a better man as a result. He gave me what was needed. He mentored me hard. Not always what I wanted to hear, but what I needed to hear, okay? It's not about having a mentor that is fluffing your feathers, making you feel all this rah-rah with no substance. You got to have somebody that's willing to invest in you, but give you that hand up and say, okay, let's go work. Let's do it together. We're a team. Let's make it happen. So many people sometimes are disconnected from what we do. I still sell. I love partnering with the men and women that I serve with. I adore them in such an amazing professional way. I've got so much respect for them because they're doing the hard work. We all do it together. I'm not a general that can stay in his tent. I can't do it. I've got to get out on that phone. I've got to touch and connect with some folks and sell insurance because that's what we do. I love helping folks with insurance. I love training. I love mentoring. It's my passion. It's my heart. But never lose your purpose. Never lose your why. Never lose your momentum. Because when you lose your momentum, it's going to take more within you to get that ball a-rolling again if you stop it. But if you have stopped it, if yesterday wasn't what you wanted, it's okay. Get mentored up hard, get skilled up hard, and then push like you've never pushed before, and you will have the best chance to succeed like you've never seen in your career. I hope this helps. Please stay in the industry. Don't let the disease detract you from your destination. You're going to find yourself a more powerful agent, an agent that sticks and stays. And when all those people at the water cooler that were whining and licking their wounds and, oh, I don't feel like doing this, I don't feel like getting the phones, wah. Let them ride the wham-be-a-lance all the way to Brokeville, and you're going to work. You're going to work, and you're going to win, and guess what? You're going to be amazing. You're going to be a wealthy agent in the long game because you know where you're going, and you're focused on the top of the mountain. You are mentored strong. You're going to make it. You're going to make it. And when everybody else goes the other way because they didn't follow these steps, you know what? At least you tried to help them. Have a good one, you guys. I hope this serves you and finds you well. Please stick and stay. Don't ever let the disease of your mind move and infect other parts of your body. You're more powerful than that. Have an amazing day and an even better day tomorrow.